Typhoon Kopu has made landfall, hitting the Philippines with rain and gusts of more than 250 kilometers per hour. The island of Luzon has been preparing for the storm. Widespread wind and flood damage from heavy rains are expected. Flights are being cancelled and thousands of people living in coastal areas have been moved to safer ground. Well, Damon Sims is an Australian living in Aguo in northern Luzon, and he's on the line now. Thanks very much indeed for joining us, Damon. What can you see outside the window at the moment?
Well, I can see a few trees bending sideways, Gavin. Not a lot of water, but there's a lot of debris on the street.
And you've sent us.
We're just hanging on, waiting for it to hit. Really,
you've sent us some pictures. We're going to just have a look at these. These are from outside your apartment, are they?
Correct. I took that video from my front steps about an hour ago.
Now, our weather forecaster assures us that it's moving very, very slowly, and that could possibly mean up to 1 metre of rainfall, and the ground's pretty wet already.
Well, that's what's got us worried, Gavin, because if we do get that amount of water, my house is going to go under. And I'm not really sure what we'll do, but we're just sitting here hoping that doesn't eventuate.
Okay, what precautions have you already taken?
Well, I've also got a two-story apartment building next door, and I've stocked that up for us. So, worst case scenario, we'll take the dogs, we'll take the goat, and we'll move me, my wife, and the dogs and the goat into a one-bedroom apartment, which could be very interesting.
Indeed. Well, what is the general scene around the streets? Is there nobody out and about? Is it all very quiet?
People are still moving about. They're very covered in. They're wearing raincoats. There's a few tricycles, which are our local taxis, that are still plying their trade. But people are basically starting to batten down because things in the last hour and a half have started getting more and more serious, and we're all just getting inside our houses, really.
We can see the rain falling in the pictures that you've sent. What are the power supplies like at the moment? Are they holding up? Is electricity still with you?
As things sit, we still have power. We're not sure how long that's going to last. I know that a couple of towns to the east of us have already gone off. The problem in the Philippines, Gavin, is that the power lines are very overgrown by trees, and when the trees start blowing around, they have to turn the power off, or otherwise there's a problem. So if we've still got electricity in 2 hours, I'll be very surprised.
All right, Damon Sims, we'll try and check in with you a little later on, but thank you very much indeed for joining us there, Damon Sims, who's in northern Luzon.